Join me as I put this vintage camera to the test and see if it really lives up to the hype. In this video, you'll explore the unique features of this classic piece of photographic equipment and whether it stands up to its reputation. Modern photography has become incredibly convenient, with our smartphones being able to produce high-quality images with just a few taps on the screen. However, this convenience has also led to a loss of appreciation for the art of photography itself. We've become so accustomed to instant gratification that we've forgotten what it's like to use a physical camera, to feel the weight of it in our hands, and to anticipate the outcome of our shots. Older cameras like this one might struggle to compete with today's technology, but do they still have a place in our fast-paced digital world? With the rise of social media, photography has become more about quantity over quality. We're bombarded with hundreds of images every day, and it's easy to get lost in the noise. This vintage device, with its limited functionality and lower image quality by today's standards, might seem like a relic of the past. But what if I told you that it has a certain charm, a character that's impossible to replicate with modern cameras? One of the biggest challenges of using an older camera like this is getting used to its limitations. You can't just point and shoot. You need to think about your composition, your lighting, and your subject. It's a more deliberate, a more mindful approach to photography. And you know what? That's exactly what makes it so appealing. In a world where everyone's a photographer, Konica Disc 15 camera is a refreshing change of pace. It's not about the number of likes or followers you have. It's about the process of taking a photo, of creating something that's uniquely yours. First released in the late 1980s, it was marketed as a fun, easy-to-use camera for the average consumer. It uses a unique film format that holds 15 exposures per disc. The camera itself is incredibly compact and lightweight, making it perfect for travel or casual photography. But what really sets it apart is its design. The sleek, futuristic look is unmistakably 80s, and it's definitely a head-turner. One of the most interesting things about this camera is its historical significance. It was one of the first to popularize a new film format, which was seen as a more convenient alternative to traditional film rolls. Although the format never really took off, it's still a fascinating piece of photography history. When you look at sample photos taken with this camera, you can't help but be charmed by their retro aesthetic. The soft, grainy quality of the images is undeniably nostalgic, and it's easy to see why so many people are drawn to it. But beyond the aesthetics, this camera is also a great learning tool. It forces you to slow down, to think about your shots, and to appreciate the process of photography. So, does it live up to the hype? In terms of image quality, probably not. The photos it produces are soft, grainy, and often underexposed. But that's not the point. The point is that it's a fun, unique camera that offers a distinct photography experience. It challenges you to think differently, to approach photography with a more mindful, deliberate attitude. In the end, this vintage camera is all about the journey, not the destination. It's about the process of taking a photo, of experimenting with different techniques, and of pushing your creative boundaries. And if you're willing to put in the time and effort, you might just find that it's one of the most rewarding cameras you've ever used. To recap, Konica Disc 15 camera is notable for its unique design, specifications, and historical significance. It's not about the image quality, it's about the experience. And if you're a collector, an enthusiast, or just someone who appreciates the art of photography, then this camera is definitely worth considering. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more vintage cameras and photography tips, be sure to check out my other videos.